What's up, guys? Welcome back to This Just In. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, we're going to take a quick look at NIO and where I see that going. I've had a lot of people asking me where I think that price will be at the end of the year. And then I'm also going to give you one stock that I think is an absolute sleeper right now that has huge opportunity moving forward once a merger is completed. So stick around. You're not going to want to miss this video. I think we've got some great stuff to cover today. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Today's video is for educational purposes only. I am not a licensed stockbroker. Always do your own due diligence and your own research. Don't just take my word for it. I am buying these stocks. My money is in them. But at the end of the day, go research them. Before we get started, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you can stay up to date. Hit the bell so you can get those notifications. I post new videos every day, with growth stocks, penny stocks, SPACs, going over the portfolios, a lot of good stuff. I think it could help your portfolio tremendously. And then remember to like the video. If you get value out of it, it helps me a ton with the YouTube algorithm, and I really appreciate it. And then there's also a link down in the description to my Patreon account. Come join me over there. You'll have access to the private Discord where we talk stocks. If you need help with anything, I'd love to help you. Just come over and ask. And then you'll also have links to all of my different portfolios. I've got a high growth portfolio over there, long-term dollar cost averaging portfolio. I've got the 5X portfolio over there, and then I am rolling out a penny stock portfolio on Monday. So that'll be fun. You can monitor those in real time. And then also take advantage of the Webull link down below. Set up an account, deposit $100. You'll get 2 free stocks, anywhere from $10 all the way up to like $1,850. So you get a chance for some free money, and then you can buy some of the stocks that we talk about on here. One more thing about the Patreon: I do release anytime I buy or sell a stock up to the minute I do it, so you'll have those notifications. So, and then I also get a free stock for setting up the Webull account, so it helps support the channel. All right, guys, so let's jump in. So first thing we're going to talk about today is NIO and where I see that going. For those of you that don't know, NIO is a electric vehicle company in China. China is the world's largest EV consumer, in the world. They've got, a couple different companies over there. The big three are NIO, XPeng, and Li. I've made a video about XPeng. I think XPeng is going to do very well moving forward, but NIO is definitely my favorite. I've had a lot of people asking me where I think that price is going to go, when I think it'll get up over $100. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to take a look at it. The reason why I like NIO the best is because I've always thought they've had the biggest opportunity and they will be the most successful moving forward. So the question is, do you invest in all three, NIO, XPeng, and Li, for diversification, or do you focus on just one or just two or two of them? I personally owned all three, but I recently sold my position in Li, and I still own XPeng and NIO. So let's take a look at the chart. Okay, so here is the NIO chart. As you can see, real nice consistent growth. Capital raise right here. You see a sell-off, but it already recovered and got up past the high of the previous. I got into this stock back in November in my personal portfolio around $32. I got into XPeng in my personal portfolio back in November as well at like $37. So we've had some really nice growth since then. I put NIO and XPeng in the 5X portfolio in like January, so we aren't getting as big of gains on those yet, but I think we will moving forward. Okay, so the reason why I think NIO is going to do very well moving forward, right now they're about a $94 billion company. They've had a lot of great news coming out. If NIO planned to just stay in China, I think they would stay around a $100 billion company, but that's not what they plan to do. That's why I think they will be a $1 trillion company in the future. Not obviously right away. It will take a long time to get there, but I plan on holding this stock for a very long time. I think expanding into the US is the most crucial part of that. They did come out on LinkedIn and say that they are looking for a strategic, partner or somebody to help them, step into the U.S. market. Once they do that, that's huge. If you looked at Tesla is like an $800 billion company. 40% of their sales are from China. And so that's what made them from a couple $100 billion company to almost $1 trillion company. Obviously, Tesla is massive compared to NIO. Tesla has executed phenomenally on a lot of different things, but I think NIO can get there as well. NIO crushed their deliveries in January when it came out. They quadrupled their numbers from the January in 2020 to January in 2021. They've also got an earnings report coming up here in March. I think they are going to absolutely kill those earning numbers, and you will see a good catalyst to push this stock up. The other good news that came out is NIO actually just had a contract with the Chinese government, the municipal government, to create a park for capacity. I think it's gonna more than double their capacity. That's huge. If they're going to expand into these different markets, you got to have the ability to produce more vehicles. They've also, had partnerships with XPeng, so they're going to share each other's charging. I think that's going to help them both out. XPeng did make the move into Norway before NIO did, but I think NIO will follow and get over into Europe very soon as well. Europe is the third largest consumer of EVs, and so I think that you go China, you try to get into Europe. It's a little bit closer than US, and ultimately the main goal is getting into America. I think NIO will be XPeng to America all day. NIO will get there first. They're already in talks of producing a factory here in the US. Obviously, that's not something that happens overnight. That takes 5 to 10 years to make that happen. But again, I've got, tight hands on this stock. I plan on holding it for 5 to 10 years. As you can see, we've had really nice steady growth. When you look at XPeng, we had a massive run up. Massive, it got all the way up over $74, actually beat the high of NIO. NIO hasn't got that high. But if you look at the chart here, it's been trading on a downward trend. If you really look at it, that's down. I don't think it's going to do that forever. But it has been kind of trading sideways, and the market has been red. I did say multiple times that Q1 will be brutal. But if you look at NIO, that's consistent, upward growth. That's an upward trend. That's something that I think NIO just has more attention. I think people like NIO better. I think it has created a really strong base right here around $50. Another base down here around 40. I don't think you'll see it get down here around the $40 mark. If you do, load up. Load up on it. That's what I'm going to do. The market has been red the last couple of days. It's given us some really good buying opportunities. Like I said, anytime the market's down, buy. If you can get those stocks at a discount, if you've got good research, good fundamentals, the companies are going to do well over the long term, why not get them at a cheaper price? That's what I'm doing. I've always keep cash on the side so I can buy more when those red days come. Warren Buffett said, when people are fearful, be greedy. When people are greedy, be fearful. So with that being said, I think NIO will have a price target by the end of 2021 around $85 to $90. That is a bullish, price target, obviously. But I think with everything coming out, with earnings coming out here in a few weeks, they're going to crush earnings. You will see a nice little run up, I hope. And I think once Q1 mellows out and we get out of the the pandemic, everything starts to settle down. China's doing pretty well from my understanding with the virus, but I think that Q2 you will see the start of a nice bull run. Honestly, we've been due for a stock market correction. We've been running now for months, in a really strong direction ever since it kind of corrected back ever since it kind of started selling off really hard in March from the pandemic. We're up past all-time highs, so we've had a huge bull run lately. We are due for a correction. Like I said, gives you a nice discounted price, but Q2, Q3, Q4, I think the market will do very well and give us huge growth. So at the very, very minimum, you will see this stock up around $100 by the end of 2022. If you think about it right now, you're at $54. If someone was to tell you that you could get double your money essentially in 2 years, you would take that any day of the week. I know, everybody's been used to these huge, massive run-ups in a month, in 2 months, getting 100% gains. But in reality, double your money in 12, 24 months is great. I will take that any day of the week. So, all right, now let's jump into the next stock we're going to talk about. So this is Lightning E-Motors. Well, not quite. This is GIK Capital. GIK is the ticker symbol. They are a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company. I think that once this merger gets finalized, this stock will absolutely kill it. In my opinion, it is very, very undervalued right now. I think it's been an absolute sleeper. If you look at its direct competitors, Hyliion, Workhorse, Nikola, those stocks are all ran up to huge numbers. This is an electric vehicle company as well, but they do commercial electric vehicle, anywhere from class 3 to class 7. So, fleet vehicles, delivery trucks, ambulances, semis, stuff like that. The reason why I think this company is so undervalued is because their fundamentals are rock solid. I think that this stock has just been overlooked. I think with everything kind of the craziness going on, I think it's had a lot of people just missing it. And I think that once the merger does get finalized in the next few weeks, you will see a nice pop. I did get into this stock back here around 15.50. I am down on it, but that's okay. I'm going to be adding more shares here soon, probably today, because I think it's down a little bit today as well. This right here is a flag pattern. It's a bullish pattern. I think that with the Biden administration doing all the tax credits for clean energy and electric vehicles, but also wanting to electrify the fleet, the government fleet, gives this company a huge opportunity, puts them in a great position to get those contracts and have huge growth moving forward. Workhorse has the USPS deal. I think that still leaves like over 350,000 electric vehicles or something like that on the government fleet. So if they get those contracts, it's huge. But let me give you some numbers. So in 2020, Lightning E-Motors did $9 million in revenue. They are on track to do $63 million in 2021, $354 million in 2022, and they are on track to scale all the way up to $2 billion in revenue by 2025. That is absolutely massive in compounding their revenues and their growth, which again is going to put this company in a great opportunity to run clear up. If you look at Workhorse, that stock price was all the way up in the 50s. Nikola was all the way up around 40 or 50. Hyliion is sitting around I think like 18 or 20 right now, but that stock was way up there as well. I just don't think that Lightning E-Motors and GIK Capital has had the exposure right now. I think it's under the radar and it is a sleeper. But I think once the vote happens, it gets confirmed. The other thing is if you look at it, 100% of their projected revenue for 2021 and 2022 is already in the pipeline. It's already confirmed. They already have the orders, out there. They have $800 million in ordered, vehicles right now, or ordered contracts. So huge amount of money and orders in the pipeline. Their company is fully funded, so they won't need to do any capital raises or any stock offerings. We've talked about that. When a company does a stock offering, the price goes down. The other thing is they've got 50% of the market share so far. Where Workhorse and all these other companies, they don't even have vehicles on the road right now for the most part. These guys do. They've already got a proof of concept. They have vehicles on the road. Like I said, if you look at the chart, it's got a good pattern. You've seen some nice run-ups, but you've seen a sell-off. I think the market's been pretty brutal the last couple of days. It's been pretty red, but yesterday they had a nice pop-up around 10%. These guys also have big partnerships. They've got partnerships with like DHL, Amazon. If you Google Lightning E-Motors investor presentation or GIK investor presentation, you will find this really cool presentation here where it gives you all the information you need. I will pin this link down in the comments for any of you that want to take a look at it. I'll show you a couple things here. So as of right now, these are their, this is their blue chip customer base. Look at these strategic partners: Ford, Plug Power. Look at this: 2-year head start in customer validation. They've already got 120 vehicles on the road and 1,500 vehicles ordered. Then they've also got 3 revenue models. They've got the direct sales, they've got the charging as well, which creates reoccurring revenue. Anytime they sell a vehicle, they also have the charging units to continuously generate revenue, and then they've got financing. These guys, not only do they electrify vehicles that are already out there operating that do not operate on electric, they can electrify those. They also develop and build brand new vehicles, just right off the showroom floor, and then, like I said, they do the charging as well. But yeah, so come check this out. You can I'll pin it down in the comments so you can look at it. Really good presentation. Like I said, great fundamentals on this company. In my opinion, it's a sleeper. But in these type of companies, we want to get in before everybody sees them and starts buying them, and we miss the boat. We want to get in early, we want to get them at a good price, and we want to catch them before they pop. So definitely put this one on your radar. That's it for today, guys. Wanted to keep the video rather short. It's a pretty big red day out there, so like I said, keep cash on the side, buy the stocks as they come down. If you've got fundamentals, if you've got good research, trust it. I plan on holding stocks for a long period of time. So when I see these red days, I get all excited and start buying. So if you have any questions, put them down in the comments. If you have any SPACs or any stocks that you're looking at that you like, put them down there. I'd love to check them out. And then come join me at the Patreon. I'd love to see you over there. Take advantage of that Webull link. Subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.